Sue baked some tarts. She gave 1/5 of them to her relatives and 30 of them to her friends. So the first part, I'm going to draw a model with 5 units, and with that I have 1/5 indicating the ones given to the relatives, and 30, which is unknown how many parts is that referring to, that's given to her friends. However, she was left with 2/3 of the pies. Now, you see the denominator has changed from fifth to third. So I'm going to draw another model, but something that's going to remain the same is the size of the entire model. You can see here, it is the same size, but now it is cut into thirds. 1, 2, 3, 3 parts. And here we have 2/3. So, what can we infer from this part of the story? We can infer that this unit here, that is in orange, which is 1/3, is actually equals to 1/5 plus 30 of the tarts. Okay, so now let's pause and think, what can we do? We shall not continue reading on the question until we can find out how many tarts are there. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do, since I know that these two parts, these two model, they are the same, I'm going to cut it into equal parts. So let's take a look. We have a denominator of 5 and denominator of 3. So we will have common denominator of 15. So I'm going to make it into out of 15 and out of 15. How do I do that? So for the green color model, each part will become 3. Why so? Because 3 times 5 gives me 15. And the second one, I will have 5 units. 5 times 3 gives me 15. Okay, so now let's take a look at this 1/5. 1/5, I'm going to change it to out of 15 as well, which gives me times 3 times 3, 3 out of 15. And then the next part, I'm going to change this 2/3 into out of 15 as well. So times 5. Okay, so what else can we infer from? We need to find out this 30 tarts. It's equals to how many units? Okay, let's take a look. 1/5 and 30 is the same as this 1/3. So I need to change this 1/3 into 15, which is multiplied of 5 and 5. Okay, then let's compare this 5 out of 15 and this 3 out of 15. 3 out of 15 does not include 30 tarts, but 5 out of 15 includes the 30 tarts here. So what can you tell? You can tell that 2 out of 15 is equals to 30 tarts. And once we have that, we can solve first part of the question. Okay, so I will have 2 units equals to 30. 1 unit is equals to 30 divided by 2 equals to 15. So let's take a look at the question. She packed these into 18 boxes. So she wants to know how many pies were packed into 18 boxes, which is 2/3 here. And just now we have already found out 2/3, which is here, is equals to 10 out of 15. So we know that 1 unit is 15. We are finding 10 units. So let's take a look. 10 units would be equals to 15 times 10, giving us 150. And that's my answer for A. Just now we have already found out that 2/3 is equals to 150. Alright, so we have already solved A. A is 150 tarts. Okay. Now, the second part of the question is not related to fraction anymore. Okay, it is a guess and check question, or we can use supposition to solve it. Let's see. She packed these refers to the 150 tarts, into 18 boxes. Well, in these 18 boxes, some boxes contain 6 pies, while the rest contain 12. So how many boxes contain 6 pies? You can use guess and check, but for now, I'm going to use supposition, because at this point in time, you should be familiar with the use of supposition. So I'm going to suppose all boxes is 12 tarts. Okay, so if I have all 12 tarts, let's see, it will be 18 times 12, which gives me 216. Then let's check. Oh no, 216, I should have only 150. So the remaining would have gone into the other ones, which is 6 pies. So now let's find the difference. 12 minus 6 is equals to 6. And let's find the total difference. 216 minus 150, giving me 66. Now the last step would be the total difference divided by individual difference. So the last step, 66 divided by 6, giving me 11. So there are 11 boxes containing 6 pies. Now let's do a check. So 11 times 6 equals to 66. If there are 11 boxes, there will be 7 of 12 tarts, which is 7 times 12, giving me 84. Now the total of tarts, 66 plus 84, should give me 150, which is, again, this 2/3. So proving that my answer, which is 11, is correct. Okay, that's all for today.